Good morning, everyone. Thank you for starting the day out with me. I'm going to start things off this morning with a quote by Pablo Picasso. He said that the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. That quote is front and center on my first guest this morning's homepage. It's perfect for him because he has no problem giving his gifts away to his community. Marky, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to be out here.
It's very fun to have you on the show. I like staying up to date on everything that you're doing, and Marky, you're doing so much. So impressive. And the thing we're going to focus on this morning is a new show that you have taking place at the Customs House. And this is all of your work.
Yes, it is. I'm very excited. I don't paint all the time. I do a lot of graphic work and other design work and all kinds of productions, promotions, etc. But I love to paint. And I only have a show about every 2 years or so, just because of time. It actually, part of the reason I don't paint that much is it takes so much time. I have to patiently take my time. So yes, I have it's a solo show. I'm young, but it's a sort of a retrospective a little bit. I have 7 years of paintings. There's 5 or so that we selected, so there's collected works. And then I have a brand new sort of series, which is I've called Nudes and Pets, which is just local infamous and not so infamous people with their pets, cats, dogs, birds. I think there's a lizard in there. So I have a whole brand new series called Nudes and Pets, which is going to be great. A bunch of graphic sort of installation from all the years of poster designs and theatrical productions. So the whole room for 3 months will be all things that I've done, which is great. So it's a big opportunity for me, and I'm very appreciative for that.
How great. Just when I think that you can't do any more, you do the painting, Marky, which is awesome. And I was mentioning to you before that I actually gave one of your paintings away as a Christmas gift, and that was part of your night series. Will there be some night series paintings?
Yes, it's Key West at Night is what I call it, and it's reminiscent of sort of Van Gogh's Starry Night, and it captures, if you've ever walked around in Key West at night, it captures that feel. It's not, it's not exact, it's not realism, it's not what I'm necessarily interested in. It's colorful and it's moody and it's dark, and it portrays the architecture and just the sort of dreamy nights in Key West. And I have, after this current show, I'll be up to about 20 of them. So it's just a collection that keeps growing, and the originals all, they sell and it's great. And then I do have prints actually of the Conch Nights. And for this show, I'm doing Key West at Night, but the iconic buildings. I kind of stayed away from anything. At first, I stayed away from anything recognizable because I didn't want someone to say, that's my house. So I actually blended houses together and blended architecture, but now I just directly started painting the houses. And for this show, I'm going to do the custom house itself, the big, beautiful red building, the Curry Mansion, the Southernmost House, and Hemingway House. So they've all been painted a lot, and I'm just doing it in my style, and it's set at night, so it's kind of moody and dark.
Absolutely. I love your style, too. Your paintings are great, so I look forward to seeing your show. What's going to be next for you after this 3-month show, Marky?
Well, the show runs for 3 months, but it's busy season. In Key West, it's March, I think. I can't even keep track sometimes. But we're already planning everything coming up for Fantasy Fest, which would be the zombie bike ride and working on the tutu party and all that good stuff. Brand new event. We've got the sort of a spoof run. It's a mock you run, which is the Cow Key Bridge run, which is a 350-foot run with an award ceremony.
That's good.
And everything that goes along with a normal run. We have it for a
shorter distance.
Shorter distance. And it coincides with the 7-mile bridge run. So it's for those who don't want to venture or could not even conceive of running 7 miles. We have a 350-foot run for you.
That's great. That's my idea of a good run right there. Now, Marky, I want to stop you for a second. the zombie bike ride.
Mm-hmm.
What a success you have created with this event. Last year, I actually got stuck in traffic, and I never have seen so many zombies riding by me on bikes. It was amazing.
Yes, it's really taken a life of its own, and whether you were on the ride or in a car, it's yes, we've definitely had to deal with the city because of how many people come down. People are coming down now from other parts of. They were coming from the state, and I'm sure now it's going to appeal to even people outside of Florida. We got coverage everywhere. It was in Japan. It was like in LA. People saw it on the news, across the country. So myself and Evan and Chris from We Cycle Bikes started it. It's 4 years ago, and I believe we had maybe, I don't know, 300 people the first time. But it's during, it's close to Halloween, and it's sort of pre-Fantasy Fest, post Goombay. And it's just a bike ride, but people love it. It's sort of an adventure to drive out to Stock Island and ride your bike all the way to downtown. And it's just gone nuts. So we had almost 7,000 people last year on that ride.
Wow.
It's blowing our minds too,
Yeah.
like just the degree, because every time we expand or we try and have enough everything, from the police to just the system to make sure everyone's safe and having fun, we have to like triple it every year. So, and this
It's
year's
great.
already, we immediately after last year we started talks about this year's. So we've got some cool new things in the works, and mostly just trying to make it run very well, be functional, and more of a festival beginning. So they'll actually, we're working on entertainment in the beginning, food and beer sort of things, and then downtown a whole nother event. So
Well,
it's
I
like
look
2 events with a bike ride in between.
right, and I look forward to seeing even more than 7,000 zombies
Yeah.
this coming year.
10,000 sounds good.
That sounds like a good number. Marky, thank you so much for being on. Best of luck at your show, and be sure to make your way to the Custom House for Marky's opening night event taking place on March 21st at 6 p.m. You won't want to miss it. I'm going to take a quick break right now. I'll be right back after these messages.